The following is a brief introduction to the Hebrew language, how it is written and how it is read. The letters described here are called Ktav Ashurit, which is the block letter of the Hebrew language that Sefer Torah, that a Torah scroll is written in since the time of Moshe Rabbeinu. There are other forms of the letters, an ancient form is no longer in use, and there is a modern form where it is written in a cursive type of writing, and there's also a Ketav Rashi. These other letter forms will not be described in this class. The only thing will be described in this class are the letters in their form that they appear in the Sefer Torah. In Hebrew there are 22 letters, and all of the letters of the Hebrew alphabet are consonants. The vowels of the Hebrew alphabet, the vowels of the Hebrew language are described with dots and dashes, which will be discussed later on in this class. In the Hebrew language, there are no capital letters. There is no case. All the letters appear the same, whether they're in the beginning of the sentence or not, unlike in the English language. However, in Hebrew, there are 5 letters that have a different form at the end of a word when those letters appear as the last letter in the word. Hebrew is written and read from right to left. Unlike English, which is read and written from left to right, Hebrew is from right to left. Some letters in the Hebrew language have 2 pronunciations, and those pronunciations will be dependent on whether or not there is the dagesh, or a dot, inside the letter or on the letter, denoting whether or not the letter has a dot or not. That will determine how the letter is pronounced. And all the letters of the Hebrew alphabet have a numerical value, and that is part of the gematria system. We begin with the letter Aleph, the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and has a numerical value of 1. The letter Aleph is pronounced as A. Bet has a numerical value of 2. The bet, when it has a dagesh or a dot inside, it is pronounced as a B. When the bet does not have a dagesh inside, it is pronounced as a V. Some people would pronounce it as a V, a soft bet, a V. The letter Gimel, when it has a dagesh inside, is pronounced as a G. When the letter Gimel does not have a dagesh inside, some people pronounce the letter as a Gimel or a G. Gimel has a numerical value of 3. The letter Dalet has a numerical value of 4. The letter Dalet is pronounced as a D. There are some people that will pronounce the letter Dalet when it has a dagesh as a D, and when it doesn't have a dagesh as a the, or a hard th from the word, like the word the in English. The letter Hey has a numerical value of 5. The letter Hey is pronounced as a H. The next letter is the letter Vav, has a numerical value of 6. The Vav is pronounced as a V. The next letter of the Hebrew alphabet is Zayin, which has a numerical value of 7. The Zayin is pronounced as Z. The next letter of the Hebrew alphabet is the Het. The Het has a numerical value of 8. The Het is pronounced as a H. The next letter of the Hebrew alphabet is a Tet. The Tet has a numerical value of 9. The Tet is pronounced as a T. It has a numerical value of 9. The next letter of the Hebrew alphabet is a Yod. Yod has a numerical value of 10. The Yod is pronounced as a Y. The next letter of the Hebrew alphabet is a Kaf. Kaf has a numerical value of 20. The Kaf, when it has a dagesh inside, is pronounced as a K. When a Kaf does not have a dagesh inside, it is pronounced as a Ch. The Kaf also has a form when it appears at the end of the word that is different than when it appears anywhere else in the word, and that is called a Kaf Sofit. If the Kaf Sofit has a dagesh inside, a dot, it is pronounced as a K. If a Kaf does not have a dagesh inside when it's the end of the word, the kaf sofit is pronounced as a ch or a chaf sofit. The next letter of the Hebrew alphabet is a lamed. Lamed has a numerical value of 30. The lamed is pronounced as l. The next letter of the Hebrew alphabet is the mem. The mem has a numerical value of 40. The mem is pronounced as a m. Mem is one of the letters that has a different form when it appears at the end of the word, and it is pronounced the same as the letter mem, m. The next letter of the Hebrew alphabet is the nun. The nun has a numerical value of 50. The nun is pronounced as n. When the nun appears at the end of the word, it has a different form, and that is called a nun sofit. The nun sofit is also pronounced as a n. The next letter of the Hebrew alphabet is a samech. A samech has a numerical value of 60. The samech is pronounced as a s. Please note the distinction between the samech and the mem sofit. The samech is more rounded on the bottom, whereas the mem sofit is square on both sides. The next letter of the Hebrew alphabet is the ayin. The ayin is pronounced as r. The ayin has a numerical value of 70. The next letter of the Hebrew alphabet is the peh. The peh has a numerical value of 80. The peh is pronounced as a p. When the peh has a dagesh inside, it is pronounced p. When the peh does not have a dagesh inside, it is pronounced as f. Peh is also one of the letters that has a different form at the end of the word, and that is called a fe sofit. The next letter of the Hebrew alphabet is the thadi. The thadi has a numerical value of 90. The thadi is pronounced as a th. When the thadi appears at the end of the word, it has a different form, and that letter is pronounced as a s, and it is called a thadi sofit. The next letter of the Hebrew alphabet is the kof. The kof has a numerical value of 100. The kof is pronounced as a k. The next letter of the Hebrew alphabet is the resh. The resh is pronounced as a r. The resh has a numerical value of 200. The next letter of the Hebrew alphabet is the shin. The shin has a numerical value of 300. The shin, when it has a dagesh or it has a dot on the right side of the letter, it is pronounced as a sh. When the shin has a dagesh or a dot on the left side of the letter, it is pronounced as a s or a sin. And the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet is the taf. The taf has a numerical value of 400. The taf is pronounced as a t. Some people will pronounce the taf when it does not have a dagesh as a th.